Airman Gatassinai? You gotta be kidding me, right? It's true, Airman is a difficult boss. And for all you American Mega Man players who want to say that you beat him on the first try, shut up. You're no doubt either playing the iOS version and playing easy mode, in which case you definitely have no right to comment, or your son actually played the original NES release, and we're playing normal. Let me tell you something. Rockman 2, as you can see from the difference in these two screenshots I'm about to put on screen right about now, shows that the Rockman 2 version had press start. It only had one difficulty, difficult. So yeah, first-time Japan player would have issues with Airman, so I invite you to keep your mouth shut about that. Anyway, that being said, Airman is not exactly the hardest thing in the world. As you can see, I've done some Let's Plays on my channel, like, what was it again? I Want to Be the Guy. Ha 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 ha. If you guys ever think I'm actually fighting the guy legitimately in that game, you're nuts. Forget it. That LP, as far as I'm concerned, is done, over, and gone. That being said, there are some games that aren't really meant to be so dang hard. Like, for instance, the Sonic series, which is a pretty nice one overall. There's a game in the Sonic series which is hard, not for bugs. I'm looking at you, Sonic 06. Or for cheap bosses, I'm looking at you, Death Egg Zone. I'm looking at you, BioLizard. Both of you have a cheap gimmick, which makes you insufferable to fight. But for overall unresponsive controls, the lack of actually being able to save yourself with rings, and the simple fact that it's mostly luck-based. This game you might very well never have heard of. And if you have heard of it, you've probably never beat it, because the last stage is it's only got 4 levels, which you may think is the shortest Sonic game of all, until you find out what the game is. Alright, enough crap, it's Sonic Spinball. So yeah, Sonic Spinball. Now the second I actually remember what my button is to jump, and by that I mean the button for actually both flippers, because all buttons are jump. This game does keep that in common with the other Sonic games, is that all 3 buttons are the jump button. It's like your controls in a Sonic game. Anyone who says they're not playing a Sonic game because they can't figure out the controls, or at least not playing a class when they don't figure out the controls, they are lying to you. The controls in a Sonic game are about as simple as they get. A button to jump, B button to jump, and C button to jump. Anyway, that being said, this is Sonic Spinball. As you probably guessed from the name, it is a pinball game. And it's very hard. Unlike most pinball games, this one has an end. However, the end is really annoyingly hard to get to. This is level 1, the 4. I have no idea how far I'm going to get. I'm just playing this footage. I'm just giving you footage for the review, basically speaking. I could probably just cut out the music if I wanted to. Well, no, not really. And again, I could just cut out my voice. The system audio is all you'd really need. In fact, I'm not sure why I'm chatting at all. I could just record the system audio and just cut out my voice later. I could do that. I probably should do that. So yeah, breaking those corks allows you to access later parts of the table. I'm not sure why I'm talking. This is not a Let's Play. This is me recording footage for a review. But I guess nothing beats quite having to hear my guessing. But I guess even when doing a review, I just cannot help talk. So talk. Hey. Anyway, first table's gimmick is pretty simple. The only reason and by the way, if you think I'm ever doing a Let's Play of this game, like I said about finishing I Want to Be the Guy ever legitimately, you're nuts. Why? I've never beaten it. I'm never going to beat it. I might be able to make it to the last stage of this run, I might not. I don't know. If I don't make it to the last stage of this run, it just so happens I have a save on the last stage. This isn't even an emulator, this is Sega Genesis Classics on Steam, as you probably figured out. As you also probably figured out the fact I don't record anything on the console. Everything I have was done off a computer, whether with an emulator or not, or possibly, or it wasn't done. It was never done off a computer. Anyway, why am I doing this? You may be wondering, what's the point of this? Well, that emerald we got. Well, Sonic Spinball is unique in a couple ways. A, it's a pinball game with Sonic. B, it's a pinball game where you can actually you actually have a little control over where the ball is going. C, it's the only game to take place in the Archie Comics continuity, including characters which are only found in the Archie Comics. You probably don't understand what it means since all you're seeing is Sonic right now, and Tails if you're watching the intro and the UI. I didn't actually tell you any of the storyline of this game. I don't really tell you the storyline of this game because, as far as I'm concerned, it's a pinball game. The storyline is it's a pinball game. Seriously, it's a pinball game. And pinball games generally don't have stories. Or, if they do, they're stories that don't really matter in the sense of overall gameplay. Granted, this one does, but I'll tell you about it if I ever make it past the first level, which is a...
Oh, that's
That was great.
I was wondering if you can count that.
Oh yeah, sometimes you'll clip through the floor right there. That being said, this is pointless. I don't have either of the bridges up. So, this doesn't help you. No. Well, I didn't want to. I didn't get out her emerald. Anyway, that being said, that was a clipping glitch. You might encounter a couple of these on your way through the gameplay, because it's Sonic. And if I've learned anything from my experience with the Sonic games, him and invisible walls don't get along very well. They prefer to not acknowledge each other's existence like, Sonic prefers to just not pretend an invisible wall doesn't exist after ramming into it enough times. And it generally doesn't. No, really, if you don't believe me, you should see Sonic Adventure. Push on any invisible wall hard enough, and it'll probably break. Okay, not any of them, but a lot of them. But I'm rambling. The point of this first table is to get the 3 Chaos Emeralds right to fight the first boss. And for those of you wondering how a boss can possibly work in a pinball game, the answer is very well, actually. Stop doing the bridge loop, Sonic. I don't need bonus points. And for those who are wondering about the scoring, yes, this is a pinball game. Yes, the scoring is going to be insanely stupid high.
Also, is whenever you get the bridge up directly afterwards.
Yeah, it gets annoying. Anyway, that being said, I could try and clean up the rest of the barrels. I would have made it to the pipe if the clock wasn't in the way. Oh, and he's back again. Oh, we're back here. I hate you, Sonic. Your momentum in this game is everything, and unfortunately, your controls are, well, kind of terrible. That clipping glitch, I never encountered the original Genesis version, but every port of the game I've ever played, including the iOS versions, and including the iOS version, which, well, I've already had my strictures about the Mega Man iOS version. Oh, come on! The only reason I'm really doing a review instead of a Let's Play is because I can't possibly finish this game. I've tried, and I've tried, and I've tried, and it's practically impossible. Anyway, the iOS version of this game can give you tons of fun if you care about the high score, and if you actually bother to write it down, because these ports don't save it, which is really, really annoying. Also, jeez, this game is lagging like crazy. Okay, that is... Finally. After 3 attempts, the war loop failed, all of them somehow winding up with me in the exact same scenario. By the way, if you go up that other one, you're kind of messed up also. Wow. Anyway, you want to move to the left. Yes, I raised the right bridge. There's the right bridge. If you go to the left, you go to the right like your first instinct would be to do, you're wasting your time. So yeah, this is the basic goal here. Just collect the Chaos Emeralds and work your way over to the boss. There's 4 levels of this, and they start getting progressively deadlier each time. Anyway, once you make your way down here, the screen lock on this side, it lifts. There's no reason why that screen lock there's no explanation given as to why that screen lock exists. As far as I'm concerned, there's no really reason to have one anyway. You know, I'd actually care about going up there if I had actually raised the bridge. That TV is loud. That's great. Unfortunately, I haven't raised the bridge yet, so it's pointless. Just watch. Once I do raise the bridge, I'm not going to be able to go back in there for a raise the bridge. So yeah, overall, you're going to have to get in the cart twice. You've probably wondered what the deal is with that green liquid. As you probably guessed, it's instant death. So yeah, this first level is kind of nice. The ball saver's there to save your life a lot. My brother and I were young. We used to play this game a lot on the Genesis. Stop doing the bridge loop. This game is starting to feel like Chain of Memories in that it always does whatever you need least. Okay, there we go. Finally. Got him here. There's a multi-ball bonus game if you can get all the rings on a level, but I don't really think it's worth it. Anyway, boss time. Or not. god, I forgot I need to get the emerald. When's the last level? Well, I don't see what use that bug does to you, 'cause I'm just gonna say this, that boss the multi-ball game is a bonus game, dude. What? Ow. Anyway, here's the first boss. It's probably the only... Oh, that was lucky. Usually that one doesn't work. Anyway, here's the first boss. Here's the strategy. Jump inside, keep beating it up so the tail falls off. And whatever you do, do not go in the upper one. Do not go in there. Do not go in there. Anyway, once you're here, you're pretty much done. Just don't fall back down. Like I just did. Can you close the door, please? Dad's turned the volume up just to spite me. Anyway, that's the first boss. Could you close the door, please? Why not? An idiot. So yeah, welcome to my review of Sonic Spinball, where you get to watch me play the game for a while. I have no idea how well I do, because this game is, as I've said before. I forgot about that. Shut up. Like you remembered. That's not the jump button. That's not the jump button either. Oh, right. I forgot, I'm an idiot. I forgot I'd set the buttons to the controller that's no longer plugged into the game. So that's a great start. Yeah, I'm not redoing this recording. I will cut this out. This is going into outtakes. Because this is bad. Right. So moving on to things I actually remember. Apparently are none, because these buttons aren't working. You know, as soon as I actually remember how to play... I set the buttons to that's what the call was. Okay, I'm just gonna keep this recording for outtakes. Because this was... Congratulations on being a complete and utter idiot. So, go away.